Are we on?
Yeah.
I'm playing a song for Dobby because she's been restless and wanting to run off into the woods, and I don't let her do that. I may someday. I may change my mind, but right now I'm really uncomfortable with that. And so, I don't know. I figured next best thing to running through the wilderness is a song on a ukulele. And please bear in mind, I don't know how to play the ukulele. Dobby, I hope you like that one well enough. I do know how you feel. We're outdoors girls. We're tom girls, tomboy girls. want to hear my musical influences, babe?
Yeah, huh?
Well, my first musical influence was rockabilly, and that's like the coolest music in the world. That's like Johnny Cash and um, well, Dwight Yoakam. I don't know. I think that like it's all. Well, I'm not an expert, but it comes out of the South, Southern music, like bluegrass, the blues, um, church hymns. Like I'm mainly influenced by church hymns when I play the harmonica, but church hymns play a huge role in rock and roll. Most of these musicians grew up going to church every Sunday, and that's how they learned music. And so then they took those roots and adapted them and put different influences together. So, the West Coast, um, like not West Coast, like Western music, like cowboy music mixed with Southern blues, bluegrass, stuff like that. And then they made like rockabilly and then rock and roll, two different like aspects of this same influences. And you can see how rock and roll is more mainstream than rockabilly,
Yeah.
but rockabilly is actually cooler. It really is. Way cooler because it's got actual roots that are raw in the dirt, you know? They're directly rooted into the earth. And like, think of cowboys. They they spend their lives outside. They spend their lives on horses and with cattle and out in the earth. And then like in the bluegrass music, that's all grounded in the raw aspects of the heart and the earth. And that's what I love about art. I hope that I never lose that as my major influence, my main influence in my art. Because I don't want to create work that isn't raw. If it's too refined, to me, it's lost its heart, and uh, believe me, I think you can see that in my personality too, it's like I live on the edge of this rawness, and you know what, I'm proud of that. It takes a lot of balls to do that, and it takes a lot of balls to do that in your art, and the reason I love Jack White, he's just some kid who grew up poor with 10 brothers and sisters, or he was one of 10, and he made his own instruments and taught himself to play. And he is a genius. I don't think there's a guitarist who surpasses him. He ranks among Jimi Hendrix and I don't that one blues guitarist that's like super spectacular, amazing. He starts with an S or something.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not good at remembering the details you're good at remembering, but I do know he's like among the top guitarists in the world, yeah. And Jack White is among them, and in some ways surpasses them because he doesn't at all step away from those raw roots. He's right there standing in the earth himself. See what I'm saying? Jimi Hendrix probably moved away a little bit to make his stuff more mainstream, accessible to people. And same with Stevie Ray Vaughan. I don't think those are necessarily pure in the sense of not influenced by other people and their expectations of what will sell and to be successful. Now, is that wrong? No, because look at what they did. They gave something to millions of people, But I love the people who have that integrity to their roots, that they don't adapt it, and they say, whatever happens, happens. And with Jack White, it's just blossomed his career, So anyway, that's my first influence is rockabilly. I guess that's on, but My first influence is rockabilly, rock and roll, country music, not in that order. Country music first, then rock and roll. Church hymns, bluegrass, folk music, blues is starting to influence me. I'm starting to appreciate it. I wasn't really brought up around it, which is kind of surprising. You think it'd connect really well. Blues guitarists do something very unique that are almost always, I don't know, I know people who do both. Damn it. Western music and blues. But I think the purists only play blues. I'm not sure about that. I don't want to diss anybody because blues guitarists I know are amazing, you know. They're really good at it. So I don't care if they play at all. I think that's cool. I love Roy Clark, Buck Owens. These guys are musical gods and they're totally fucking underestimated. You watch Roy Clark play one song. Watch Buck Owens sing. These guys had total charisma and the skill that surpasses most people in like the symphony and stuff. They are way better. They are versatile. They can basically their hand like Roy Clark. His hands are all over the neck when he plays, and this hand is doing shit you didn't know this hand could do. And he's singing. And he's entertaining the audience at the same time.
I remember watching him
You
on
did?
TV as a kid. Yeah.
Very cool, honey.
He was on Hee Haw.
That's what I grew up watching. Did you?
Yeah.
Right on. G5. That's
We watched it a lot.
what's wrong with the world where there's no hee-haw anymore? Where has all the hee-haw gone?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what I'm having to teach my kids this music to appreciate it, and they don't. Well, my son does. He appreciates every kind of music out there. My daughter's a lot more narrow-minded.
Would you think I was warped if I brought the keyboard over here?
No, that I would think you weren't. You were warped if you didn't. Honey,
Cool.
can you get me either some more coffee and rinse my glass, or I should maybe.
No, I can do it.
I'm gonna let Dobby run around a minute. Jeez, poor thing is feeling so trapped. Just don't go far, Dobby.
We have to get water today.
Yeah, we do. We gotta remember that. That and some other stuff from the school. Stuff we can't afford. But wipes, so we can wipe our hands anytime we want to without having to use soap. And it comes in handy when you need to use the restroom. I was trying to avoid saying that, but they all were thinking it, so I had to go there. I can read people's minds, even our audiences, and they haven't even watched it yet. It's scary being able to read people's minds. God, it's like looking into the abyss. Ew, that's so weird. I'm still learning how this feels, and I'm gonna have to keep just like making love to it is a good word. The way I do the harmonica. Might as well. It's not competing with you. You know what I mean? Like if I make love to this, it's not like taking anything away from you, right?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's sharing something.
It's sharing
Your music, yeah. I love the way you play things. I don't know. I thought it was funny. You said you don't know how to play the ukulele, but you were playing it a couple nights ago, and it was really, really pretty and kind of soothing. So I thought, wow.
Well, what you're
That's pretty
saying
good
is
for
like
someone
blowing
who
my
doesn't
mind
know.
right now, so I'll have to come back to it later. But I'm sorry I interrupted you. You liked my music?
Yeah.
Thank you. hit a few sour notes.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and I mean that in a larger sense, like in a relationship or whatever, you know what I mean? Like sometimes we hit sour notes.
Yeah.
So it's part of the song. Choral music too for me is a big, huge influence. Tell me your, I think that covers most of my main influences, of course, mainstream rock, um, alternative rock, that kind of stuff. Um, I was introduced to mainstream music by my ex-husband, and he basically taught me all of like classic rock history. And if I don't remember it, it's not his fault. I'm not that good at remembering certain details that you're good at remembering, but I was taught all of them. And so I learned that when I was in my early 20s. I was really introduced to a broad range of music that I wasn't introduced to growing up in western Kansas, you know?
Yeah.
And you know a lot of those influences that I don't, but I really love what you are interested in. I didn't know how much I loved it until
Really? You love it?
yeah, I really, really, really love it. I've always loved it, but I've always been around people who said, oh, well, you know, music from the 80s sucks, you know. No, not if you really listen to it. If you have an open mind, that music is like some of our best music
Yeah,
ever.
I agree, honey.
It's
I totally
so
agree.
deep. It's deep stuff. People underestimate it as being shallow, but if you listen to it and really pay attention, it takes a lot of skill and a lot of intelligence to do that music. It's poetry.
I lost. There it is. That's cool. I like it. It was like the peak of. Well, I don't know. That's like saying there wasn't great stuff before that and after that. There was.
One of the peaks, then. I think that's fair.
Certainly, it has its things to say for it. To
I'm
anybody who
starting to
says it
agree
doesn't.
with you on that too, honey. Which is weird, because I've always thought that like the 60s and 70s, everyone says, oh, that was the classic music that, you know, since then it's all gone downhill. No, I think the 80s was even better now. Am I crazy, honey?
No, I
I'm
don't
going
think so.
against what I've
always been a big
assumed
fan of the
and
80s
believed.
music.
I guess I just didn't open my mind. And maybe since then there's all this other great music and we don't open our minds to it. I love the current music. I love like Florence and the Machine. I've thought of her recently with what we've been doing in the woods. And I don't know.
I
where
could
the
see
heck-
that.
Yeah, she's a great performer. She's
Yeah.
one of our top performers. And I love her. I love the Shins. I love the White Stripes and Jack White. I love, oh hell, I don't know all their names. That's my point. I don't know their names. But, 21 Pilots.
They're cool.
They are the tops for me. They are it. They epitomize everything. Our current century, is it our century or our world, our modern world, where we are right now. They express it better than anyone else, I think.
I like them. I
Cool.
should listen to more of their stuff.
I can just listen to their songs over and over and over. I really can. I'm like, man, these things really inspire me. They give me hope. They criticize this screwed up world we're in and replace the paradigm with something better, you know? And then they do it with they're such great entertainers. They're interesting, they're weird, they're different from, they don't get up there and sing in some traditional way. They stand up there with these, what are they? Those
weird masks for one thing.
weird masks, but they're the ski masks, yeah.
Yeah.
And just a hoodie pulled down over their faces, and and they play and they tap their foot. You know, it's like that foot tapping to me is like it does it. It does music. It epitomizes music. I guess because I'm a foot tapper myself. But he's up there tapping the foot in the what kind of shoes are those? My kids know the names of them, like Vans or something.
Vans, that wouldn't surprise me. I don't remember.
They look like
I didn't
that.
notice his shoes.
They're flat sneakers type things. And he's tapping his foot with those. My kids have worn those shoes. Every kid
Yeah.
wears those shoes. That's shoes everybody's. In our day, it was Nikes, honey. Now it's Vans.
I wore Vans back in the 80s.
Did?
Yeah. Checkerboard.
I had no idea what Vans were. I didn't know them until my kids
That's cool.
started wearing them. I wasn't one of the cool kids though, baby. Maybe we didn't even have them in Kansas. I don't know. I probably wasn't aware. I didn't care about that stuff. Or if I did, I didn't let myself know it. Because I wasn't going to get any. So I didn't think about it. But I was doing all the talking. Oh, it's your turn to talk, honey. Get it? It's your turn to talk when the chainsaw is done.
I could move my lips every time you talk. And not other one.
I agree, 100%.
I know, right? So, speaking of the 80s, I got a keyboard.
A synthesizer.
Which is much more cumbersome than a ukulele.
I know how to get little tiny instruments that fit just about anywhere because that's the only place I have to keep them. You're going to have to keep that in either the front seat or in the loft, honey.
And I have to get the power adapter to even plug this in, so. Yeah, I was thinking I'd probably like to keep it in the loft. I have to play with it and see if...
You're going to like it.
I believe I will.
You might,
You might too.
Just have to adapt to it, but... Well, I'm going to have to find Dobby real quick while you do that, okay?
Yeah.
Lena, you stay here. Dobby, where are you, honey? I want you to come back home. I gotta worry about you.
Luna's here. Hey, Luna.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Okay, I'll carry you. We're all let her walk beside we're not getting anything done. But we're having fun, right?
Yeah.
And that's what matters. While away the days, playing the fiddle like the grasshopper.
Well, we got these things.
Well, that's it.
So we got
I'm gonna look for her down here. I'll play the harmonica and she'll know it's me.
Yeah, okay. That's right.
Come on, Luna, or come on, Luna. You gotta play with the harmonica. Come on. Luna mine's a little bit better. Just Dobby's such a free spirit, which is a good thing, but not in the forest. Yeah. Come on. There you go, Dobby. Good girl.
Dobby came
I'm
back.
proud of you. Come on, Luna. Luna. Good girl. Good
Good.
I'm proud of you, Dobby. Good girl. You're making me think you might be able to run around a little bit on nice days. Come on. I'm an overprotective parent to the point that I'd probably cripple my little ones. Shit, honey, I just knocked that.
That's okay. It'll be alright.
If it can't take that, it shouldn't be living
Yeah,
with
it doesn't
us.
belong in rock and roll. If it can't
Yeah.
take that, right.
Well, like that guitar you had.
That guitar's like, wait a minute. I don't belong in rock and roll. Come on. What did I do? That poor guitar.
That concert, honey. That concert was cool. I was like, oh my God, he's up there. He actually made it. I was so proud of you, honey. I went backstage and I had a big smile on my face and you looked at me like, how dare you be here? But I sat in that audience rooting for you and I was so proud of you, honey. And you know what, honey? You did a good job.
I don't think I played a single note in the entire
You
second
did.
piece.
Well, you didn't mess anything up.
No. I wanted to go punk rock right after the
I know.
performance.
I'm glad you didn't.
No, I probably would have gotten arrested.
Honey.
Which would have been really punk rock, but man gets arrested after school-sponsored performance. It would have been so cool. I don't
It was
know.
so much like elementary school performances that you go see your kids in. Have you done that? It was so
Yeah.
much like that. I'm like, there's my baby up there. With 900 people holding
that's
guitars.
exactly right. It's just like on the college stage, but it's the same thing. It's like a little talent show.
It was
And an
funny.
assembly.
It's like, I don't think anybody was there voluntarily. I would put it like that.
It
Like,
sounds like fun.
you could sell tickets to go watch these adults play these elementary
I
songs
love it,
and
baby.
these elementary dances and stuff. But it was cool. It was cool. I've never seen anything like it, really. Other than an elementary school
It
performance.
sounds like a unique show for sure. I wish I'd seen it.
The place was packed. You guys had the best audience in town. But nobody paid to get there, and all of them were related to the people on stage. But hell, if I could pack a show like that, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. Not just me, but us. God, there's dirt all over my lip of my cup.
I'm sorry, I thought I rinsed it.
Oh, it's okay. It's probably just food, old food.
My cup is kind of gross.
Honey, your piano's upside down. You
I
gotta
know.
pick it up and play something. It's gonna have dirt in it.
Alright, thanks for encouraging me.
And tell us about your musical influences besides that thing we went to the other, not the other day, it was several months
huge.
ago.
Yeah.
It feels like it was the other day in some ways.
Well, first we have to see if this works.
That's always, usually you do that before you go out on stage.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Are you kidding? It's probably not plugged into the right place, honey, because it's all wiggly.
No, that's the right place.
It doesn't seem like there's anything it's plugging into, honey.
I know. I agree.
Are you kidding?
It should still work though. It's making a connection. So,
It is?
yeah.
How do you know it's making a connection?
Well, it feels like it is.
Oh, okay, well.
Hmm. This is why a ukulele is much more reliable.
Yeah, until somebody sits on it, which I hope doesn't happen. You can sit on the harmonica and it's all gonna, well, besides maybe a little damage, it's all gonna be fine. Okay, can you like lower it a minute? DC 9 volt. That's what we want to plug this into?
Yeah. And that's what that is. It's a DC 9-volt adapter.
Why is it so loose and weird?
Yeah, that doesn't seem to fit quite right. I agree. That's okay if it doesn't happen right now. I should check and make sure that's plugged in and stuff, but last we checked it was plugged in. So.
Yeah, but what the fudge, honey? This is all wiggly. Something's wiggly in there.
Okay, I'm not gonna totally freak out. I'll figure it out in a second. Let's see. We tried plugging those into the speakers and at least made them go buzz. No, the speaker said they were unplugging.
I don't remember. It's frustrating though. Why don't you play the harmonica then? I love the way you play. Well, we've also got the little Casio. Not Casio, but piano. I don't know what it is. It's a Mac. I buy everything Mac because it's awesome. Yay for Mac. All I have to do is plug that thing into my computer and it works. I don't have to have an external anything or anything. My girl's doing okay? Well, we're going to turn you off for now. Apparently we've got stuff to do. Oh, do you want to play?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Good timing. I was about to turn it off. I'm going to just quickly look for Dobby. I'm sure she'll come back now. She's trying to be good about that. Dobby! Come back here soon. Luna, you can't go running off. I'm not going to let you do that, because... Did you hear Dobby's chain? Sometimes those bugs sound like Dobby's chain. They have a clicking noise. Or maybe that's a bird. Or maybe that's Dobby or Luna. Come here, Luna. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Is that Luna?
That sounded like it was closer to me.
Might have been Luna who's right behind us. Come on, Luna. Okay, let's play a song if you want to. I love your music. I wish you'd sing to me too.
I thought you were going to play the ukulele while you played the harmonica.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Luna, don't go far. I don't think she's interested. She's not like Dobby. She doesn't want to go out in the wilderness.
No.
She doesn't even want to go there when we're taking her. Okay, I need to learn G real quick. That's good enough.
My baby.
That was fun. Thanks. I'm gonna turn off the music and I need to chant and maybe organize stuff a little bit. Wait for Dobby to come back.